million. We go and kill a con with the Nigerian government. Yama Makoya and Iwa CJ. Yama Yakami, all these 20 million Korbatobian as a question. And with the Ogen Kelly. Ogen Kelly Makosi, me and a time is coming. A year put everything. I just hope that.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining me in this video. Kindly like, share and subscribe to this channel for more political discourse. I'm here to expose certain issues some persons are trying to cover up, but before then I will let you watch this video and I will come back with in-depth analysis of the same.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear friends. May God bless you all. I hope you guys know that Tinubu is actually in France to discuss the Prime Minister's case that is coming up in some few weeks to come. Now, this case is all about Simon Ekpa's involvement, alleged involvement of terrorism in Nigeria, which has not been proven by the Nigerian state, who wanted the head of Simon Ekpa by fire, by force. Now, excuse me, Tinubu came to France in order to discuss that. Emmanuel Macron left the country. Now, the people who are sabotaged this struggle has nothing to offer any longer because they are all tired. They don't know what to hold on to. They don't know where to start their fight from again because the thing is not getting any headway. I must remind us that the same Tinubu went to the German Chancellor to discuss Simon Ekpa's case with the German Chancellor of his involvement in defending Biafra. The German Chancellor told him he doesn't have anything to do with that. If you want anything to do with Simon Ekpa, then you call him and discuss with him. But these people feel that they are God over the Igbos, and that was why they continue to make the same mistake every single day. These same people are now troubled. Number one, General Christopher Musa said that Finland is defending Mazi Simon Ekpa. What if Mazi Simon Ekpa is in Nigeria, disturbing Finland? How are they going to take it? That same General Christopher Musa cannot come to this Finland to defend all the allegations that he brought against the Prime Minister of the Biafran government. They can't, because they know their plan was to destroy Biafra completely. Their plan was to stop the redeclaration of Biafra, which they paid Ogen Kere huge amount of money to destroy, but that didn't happen. So Biafrans, I want to tell you all confidently today, Simon Ekpa was never the case. Nnamdi Kanu was never the problem. The problem was to destroy Biafra completely. The problem was to stop anybody who dares speak about bringing Biafra. That is why they set up Dioranma. That is why Ogen Kere was set up. And I'm going to play this video from Dioranma. And you are going to listen to this video. Now, in a jiffy, I want you to understand that Dioranma, she is not a human being. This woman is a devil. Watch and listen to what Dioranma has to say. I'm going to come back to continue my video. Thank you.
150 million. Kenya Ogen Kelly. It will stop. I will not stop Hana. It will stop Biafran declaration. Ega Wobelego. Could whatever this declaration I email a very big issue. Now, oh, I wake Biafrans. Let us let us now. I'm about Biafran government. You people should sit up because that's now I break her into two. 200 million. We go and kill a con with the Nigerian government. Yama Makoya and Iwa CJ. Yama Yakami, all these 20 million Korbatobian as a question. And with the Ogen Kelly. Ogen Kelly Makosi name and a time is coming. A year put everything. I just hope that.
All right, I have to stop the video there. Now you can see and you heard when this woman said the Nigerian government paid Ogen Kere 150 million. Today, that same Dioranma is now the best friend of Ogenkere, defending Ogenkere. Why? If money has not changed hand. How did Dioranma got to know that Ogenkere was paid 150 million? These are the people asking me to bring evidence to come and prove. These are the people telling Biafrans as if videos have forgotten, as if internet will always forget. When people like them forget, these are the people fighting for the liberation of our people. These are the people who set and sold Obatobie up. Sold Obatobie up. There's another video I'm looking at where Obatobie was trying to, you know, this woman, she's a bully. She's an animal. If she sees that she can't walk over you, she try to, you know, intimidate you. She will try to destroy you. She will try to talk evil against you. This is what this animal woman does. There's a video that Alberto Obia was warning her about Carolina. I think I'm going to play that video for you to see before I continue with what I have to say.
Hey, thank you, Jesus.
You see what Obatobia was telling her there? This woman has no brain. And now these are the same people coming to tell Biafrans, oh, Ngozi Orabu Eze, Ngozi Orabu Fulani, Ngozi is this, Ngozi is that. If when Obatobia was in power, Obatobia was, you know, trying to correct this individual, to stop whatever they are doing. Because we are one. We came from the same place. We don't want to start this saga. I don't want to hate you. I love everybody as long as you are a Biafran. That is how a good man, a good leader is meant to do. What he did. These people never even took him seriously. All they were waiting for was the opportunity to bring Obatobie down. That was what they were looking for. Today, the same terrorist government of Nigeria that these animals are fighting for, today, the same Tinubu is a big problem. Number one, is facing the release of his records in United States. The DEA, the law enforcement agency on drugs, wants to bring out his documents of living in the US and the crime he has committed. The FBI as well is on his trail, going to release their own file as well, first week of March. This is the man fighting Obatobie, fighting the liberation of Biafras. This is a man that has unalived our people without any mercy. That is the man that they gave money to destroy. You heard it from Dioranma. I said it before. Before Dioranma, I heard it from Dioranma. I said it. Dioranma comes now to start, you know, talking from the both sides of her mouth. These are the people that are fighting Ngozi Orabueze. It is for Biafrans to know the people that is standing on this mandate. And when we say that we have some animals in our midst, people will come here to attack us. It is not by the attack. It is not by what you tell us. Ogenkere is a criminal, is a thief, is an animal. Ogenkere was used to wanting to destroy the redeclaration of Biafra. It wasn't Nnamdi Kanu that is the problem. It wasn't Simon Ekpa. The major target here was to stop the redeclaration of independent state of Biafra, which never happened. And that is why you see them drawing to tear Madam Ngozi Orabueze into two. There is no name they have not called her, forgetting that all that she's doing is according to the laws of the international community. A woman that is so red when it comes to education, she knows what she's doing. Very intelligent woman. This is a woman that stood her ground for Biafrans to redeclare the independent state of our nation. Today, that woman has turned to an evil person for doing nothing, just because they could not ride on her, just because they could not intimidate her, just because this woman took a bold step to redeclare Biafra's nation. And that is why Ogenkere and his group are fighting this woman. You can hear Dioranma there. Ogenkere, 150. No matter even when she was you had her said in the Nigerian government today, that same Dioranma, she's going mad when I speak. And I like it because Mazen Nandi Kano taught me very well. Epa taught me very, very well. I don't fear. What will kill a man will come. If this is the way that God has chosen my path, I don't care. Why should I die as a coward instead of dying as a hero? These are the people looking for Biafra for you. These are the same set of people. When Orabueze is talking, they are recording. These are the same set of people that will come out and start attacking Orabueze. People without sense, people without brain. And you think they know what they're doing. The government of Nigeria is a terrorist. A criminal government. That is who Ogenkere is defending. That is who gave Ogenkere money to come and discuss what we're doing. Gangsters ruling Nigeria. Bandits, terrorists ruling Nigeria. Tinubu is a drug lord, a criminal that forfeited 450,000 US dollars in restitution of his drug trafficking. That is a man that Finland listened to. That is a man that is out there running helter-skelter because they have no case against our prime minister. You said the prime minister of the Biafran Republic government is a terrorist, terrorizing the Nigerian state. But today you are not able to provide any evidence. Is that not shameful? All of you gathered and start fighting Simon Ekpa. You will see most of them, hey, autopilot, that idiot, that animal, he's a thief. What has he stolen from you? This man was removed in November. Why didn't you people stop killings? The unaliving in the whole of the southeast that the Fulani did, that the terrorists of the Nigerian army did. Why didn't you people stop it? You could see how they, unalived, the one that pained me the most was that young guy that was driving bike that went to fetch water with his dog. They set him up and shot him dead there. Nobody made a sound, including the delegitimized governors of the southeast. None of them spoke about it. No one of them. But our terrorists were arrested in Edo State. 16 of them was captured by the youth. And they were unalived. The whole internet went on flames. Are you people not mad? Can't you people think that the Fulanis are taking over your land? Nnamdi Kanu told us this. We didn't believe him. When when a Fulani man carries AK-47, they call them hunters. When a Yoruba man carries AK-47, they call them Amoteku, the defender of Yorubas. When an Igbo man carries AK-47 to defend themselves, they call them a terrorist. Have you seen the kind of country you want us to live in? Do you see the kind of country that this Ogenkere is fighting for? Nigerian state. And Ogenkere told us that he's fighting for Biafra. And we have asked him to come and take questions. We are not hard to find. I personally am not hard to find. Before Ogenkere makes any video I know. They have not done anything to prove to Biafrans that they are fighting for them. All they do is to tear down and draw down Madam Orabueze. That's all they do. And they think we are going to be scared of them. You think I'm going to be scared of you? You think all this your nonsense you people are doing that we're going to be scared? We're just getting started. Mazi Simon Ekpa is coming out next month. And that is the shocker alert and the spoiler alert.
This for my mom, this one for my dad, and this little gift for my wife. And
our people were unalived from December till March. Even it is still ongoing up to today, that is April. The 15th day of April Still happening. But we're going to test our strength with you people very soon. And we're going to know how strong you are. You went as far as Kenya to kidnap our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You thought Biafra was going to die. People like us were watching. Biafra can never die. You see this nation called Biafra, we will give it to our children. It is not a joke. The rights people that you people went after, those ones has given birth to people like us. Mazi ended Nigeria, ended Tinubu. Today, that Tinubu is seeking for relevancy all over the world so that they can help him to gageba, so that they can help him to falsify document and send to Finnish authority. Because the Nigerian government knows what is coming. They know that they are in big problem. If evidences have not been provided against this man called Simon, they know what they are doing. So Nigerians, Biafrans, forget these guys. Forget him. They know what they're doing. Their shenanigans has caught up with them because they have no evidence to prove against anybody. Anybody. I'm telling you the truth. Believe you me. What I'm telling you is the truth. I'm not here to, I don't blackmail. I do not blackmail. Not one bit. I don't. And that is why I'm taking my time to explain these things to you. The DEA has finally spoken. They are going to release this, and that's why I told you, Tinubu can never travel to United States of America. They know born and well. They know born and well. He can't go to US. A president cannot travel to a country to see his fellow presidents. Why? Because Tinubu came through the back door. Tinubu is a criminal, a gangster that is ruling Nigeria. And you expect that country to be productive, to flourish? I thought when people grab power, when they steal power, they utilize it to the citizens' maximum effect. Like Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso is doing today. But that's in Nigeria is opposite. The power that they stole from Nigeria, despite the fact that Nigeria is one of the most sophisticated African nations in the world, today, Tinubu is using that same power to oppress us, oppress the Igbos. Unaliving Igbos up and down. They don't care if Igbos provoke any one of their people, they open fire on them. They don't care. Give terrorists guns to come to our land to kill us, to unalive us. That is what they are doing. Look at what Ibrahim Traoré is doing in Burkina Faso today. Very soon, and I'm telling you people, very soon, all of you will start going to that Burkina Faso in seek of employment of jobs. The man grabbed power. In less than 3 years, look at what Burkina Faso President Traoré is doing. All you know is to steal money, intimidate people, sleep with their wives, kill Biafrans, nothing. And travel abroad and drive the most expensive, luxurious cars. That is all what you people do with our...
Now, it is very clear that it is not good to say what you don't know or to levy allegation on anyone. Ada Dioranma has no evidence when she said that Ogen Kere collected 150 million US dollars to stop the restoration of the Biafran state in Lahti, Finland. She said this when she was in the camp of Ngozi Orabeze, doing all she could, the media propagandas, to tarnish the image of Ogen Kere. Now, when people now who listen to her, the news spreads, the rumors was everywhere, start asking questions when they come back to their mind, to ask the real question, a reasonable question. Show us the evidence. If you claim that Enugu state government wired $150 million to Ogen Kere's account, when some reasonable and sensible persons begin to ask questions to substantiate her claim, she was just doing everything possible to tarnish the image of Ogen Kere because of her perception or belief that Ogen Kere was an opponent at the opposite side. So whatever she can within her, of course, propagandist skill to tarnish the image of Ogekere, she was good at that, and she would not spare any stone unturned, of course, in doing that. But when she eventually came to her senses, according to her, she now realized, wow, that she has made the mistake. But the internet cannot be deleted. So what she has said, the allegations she had levied against Ogekere was still in the internet. This is where this man based his argument. Even while analyzing what Dioranma said against Ogekere without any evidence, he also admitted, if you listen to him very clearly, he also admitted not being aware or certain of what he claims. He referred to Dioranma that he heard it from Dioranma and decided to make, of course, broadcast with it. That Dioranma was the source where he got his own information through the propaganda of Dioranma when she was still with Dr. Ngozi Orabeze camp. You see, what they are doing at the slightest opportunity to tear each other, to destroy each other's public reputation and deceive the gullible Biafrans. Some Biafrans who are innocent and not knowing exactly what is going on. They sell the propaganda to the public before the public domain and without any substantial evidence. Now people have begun to question him. You claim Ogekere received $150 million from Enugu State governor to truncate the redeclaration of the Biafran state. Where is your evidence? She was not comfortable, he was not comfortable with that question. Where is your evidence? He only resorts to covering up that demand, that logical demand from his listeners, from the audience, that if you claim that such an amount was wired, where is the evidence, so that you can prove to your listeners that this is exactly what transpired. With that evidence, there is no other argument. Whatever be the case, I'm not here to defend Ogekere. Ogekere is an entity, is a personality that has the right to respond or react to whatever allegations levied against him, bordering on the $150 million allegedly paid to him. Well, he might dismiss that. It is depending on his own position. Whatever be the case, he have the right to speak regarding that, or otherwise remain silent. If you consider that as a mere distraction, you have won the argument. But if you have no evidence and your argument is based on frivolities, based on something that is not tangible, that is not logical, only because you want to project, to give a dog a bad name in order to nail it. I am not saying that I am against Ngozi Orabeze or in support of Ogekere. I stand aloof as a national analyst with unbiased reportage of events and in-depth analysis of same. I don't cite anyone. I analyze deeply, objectively, and logically, based on your assertions, based on within the context and the context of the content and the context of your assertion. Just as I watch this man keenly, he is confused. Using some vague language is unacceptable. If you want to describe somebody, describe the personality of the person, but don't use disparaging words. For crying loud, Dioranma is not your age. Dioranma is enough to be called your mother. Is enough to be called Dada, big auntie. So under no circumstances can you justify your claim. Now, your argument and your anger is that Dioranma eventually left the camp of Ngozi Orabeze, where you belong. You have shown it clearly that you are part of Ngozi Orabeze, defending her at every slightest opportunity, trying to sell your propagandas, false propagandas, and the rest of them, malign, speak against people. But that is not my concern. My concern, what I want to bring out to my audience, is that after listening to this narrative, you can deduct the truth. There are factual evidence that they have no basis for claiming or alleging that Kere was paid $150 million, or some said 200 million, to truncate the redeclaration of the Biafran state. Can you get it now? If you have no evidence and the truth is unfolding before the public domain, unfortunately, some people are not very smart, are not well articulated to design, to understand, to read in between the lines, listen to people and know when they are lying. So he has no substantive evidence to prove, but he now has to fall on the previous video record of Ngozi Dioranma to use it against Dioranma, claiming that now, after saying all these things, she now decamped, abandoned Ngozi Orabeze's group, and now joined Kere. That was her only offense, that she started receiving attacks. But if somebody has asked you, where is the evidence of such claim? The person is not out of place. The question is not out of place. If you have no evidence, then it means it is based on frivolity of something that is not substantiable, or possibly just mere cheap propaganda. Now, he is afraid that he's being caught up with the realities. He's afraid that Biafrans and his audience has begun to pay attention to his deceptive propagandas. He has been selling out. So asking him such questions threatens to expose more of the atrocities or whatever he is trying to hide from the public. In order to evade the questions, he jumped here, he jumped there. Mazi Simon Ekpa will come by May, will be released by May, and blah, 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 blah. Who is against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who is against the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa? If not the collective enemies of the people, who might hide under certain disguise. It's only time that will reveal their identity and who they truly are.